We are doing readings for February and we're on to Pisces. Pisces, my Pisceans. My beautiful, watery, fishy Pisces. Always and only from the highest vibration of love and light, always and only in the highest good of anyone who receives these messages. If you resonate with Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any other reason, there may be a nugget of wisdom in here for you. So let's get a gauge on what's happening in February for my beautiful Pisces. I've got my Viking deck, because as I've said in the readings I've done so far, 2024 is the year of the men, really going in and doing the deep healing and beginning their journey through the 7 levels of hell. Don't freak out. It's the women have been doing it for 4 years. We've made space. Because I'm going to be honest with you, we were strong enough to do it first, and now it's time for you guys to go. And you know, of course, I'm speaking feminine and masculine, not men and women. It's very different. Really, what's going on is the masculine is going to be going through a deep healing. So if you have more masculine energy than feminine, then you're going to really, it's going to be a visceral year for you, feeling that healing, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to launch you forward like you're going to get to the end of the year and go, whew, wow, have I done a lot this year. For those of us who are primarily feminine, your masculine is still going to be going through that, your inner masculine. And so it's going to be time for you to really get to know that masculine energy within and to allow it out. You know, I know a lot of us in our feminine energy, you're like, oh, no, I really love my feminine energy. I don't want any masculine. Or sometimes we lock it up and then let it out only when we want to do like entrepreneurial stuff. It's like it's got to be free. The masculine's got to roam free just like the feminine, and just know when it's needed, okay? Yeah, that sounds good. All right, so let's get a card. I want to see if I'm holding it upside down. No, okay, all right. Because I've been getting them in reverse, but I'm just holding it upside down. Ooh. Okay, I think this is pronounced Rado. I am not positive. It is number 5, big change. So Pisces, I mean, big change is kind of a given lately, right? I want to look it up. Let's see, how is it pronounced? I'm curious. Ride-ho. I was really close, right? Ride-ho? It's part of the Elder Futhark. I actually have an Elder Futhark rune set here that I might pull a rune as well. It reminds us to focus on every aspect of the now. Ooh, Pisces. So you have 5 big change. It's going to possibly try to derail you. What you're going to want to do is stay in your center, stay in your body, stay in the present. You're going to want to ground like nobody's business in February, okay? Now, because you are a water sign, grounding in water is your go-to. I would say continue that unless you get pulled elsewhere. You know, you can ground anywhere, but ground either by getting in water or connecting to that energy of water, because that is your home, okay? So really ground into that watery energy, ground into that. It's an emotional, right? Like water is emotions flowing. Emotion is energy in motion. You're going to want to ground in that, because when you ground in the energy in motion, then you are going with the flow and you are in total surrender, okay, Pisces? That's going to be a beautiful space for you. Let's see if this even resonates. The journey is as important as the destination. Yeah. Focus on the now rather than the burdens of the past or the unrealized future. Okay, so a lot possibly may appear to come apart for you in February, or begin to come apart for you. Remember that when things feel like they're falling apart, as long as you are staying true to you, they are likely falling into place. And when you honor yourself and where you want to go in your heart and your life's purpose and your soul, when you honor that, the universe is going to come in and remove everything that is not going to serve that, okay? And to us, it's like, oh shit, everything's falling apart. Well, this person is being removed because they would only be in your way. This job is being removed because it's going to delay you. This situation is being removed because it's going to be a boulder in your path, right? So the universe is going to come in and break shit up to get this stuff out of your way so that you can move forward. I'm telling you, this is going to be a huge forward movement year for you, Pisces. I believe I did 2024 readings already. Go back and watch the Pisces one for the whole year. I think I did those. Yeah, I did them a while ago. But focusing on February, if things already haven't started to, that's just going to be a continuation of breaking apart. I will tell you, Kali is here in full force in 2024. She is finishing the job of destroying everything that is no longer serving us. Not everything, right? Like we tend to think, oh, it's Armageddon. Armageddon means the whole entire world is going to fall apart. It's really just what we don't need anymore. What can not serve us anymore, what cannot exist in the new energy that we are vibrating at, okay? That's what's going. In the meantime, we're building behind the scenes, okay? There are those of us who have been building since day one the new ways, the new processes, the new world. And so it's not going to be Mad Max, I promise. It's not going to be a post-apocalyptic. It's going to be a more gradual transition, holding big change in a lot of ways, right? But it's going to be a more gradual transition into the new world. It's not going to be one day we wake up, everything's gone, everything's smoking, where, people are eating each other. It's not going to be like that, okay? Because there are already new foundations in place. And so this talks about staying out of fear of what's coming, because change is coming for you, Pisces. February, you're really going to start to see it if you haven't already. This is late January as I'm posting these, and so you might likely be feeling this energy already. Find your center, ground in the watery energy of surrender, of flow. And that puts you in that energy to receive what the universe has for you, to receive what the universe needs to remove from your life. Now, the universe will remove it regardless of what energy you're intentionally focusing on. And, I say this all the time. It's like, this is happening. It's up to us how much it hurts. We can thrive in the energy, or we can resist, and bitch and complain and moan, and it's going to hurt like hell. Okay, so Pisces. I feel like you don't have as big a problem surrendering to the flow. You like the flow because you're very watery and flowy. You like the flow. The problem that some very strong Pisces energy can bring is allowing yourself to be pulled into the deepest part of the flow. Does that make sense? Like, we've got a current, right? Like, you can ride on top of it, or you can get it to bottom and be dragged along the bottom with all the debris and all the crap, right? It's almost like there's a need, for some of you, not for all of you, there's a need to be at the bottom so that you can stay in victim mentality. Strive to let that go, set the intention to let that go, and it'll happen. All you have to do is set an intention, and the universe will bring it in for you. And then you just got to surrender as much as you can. I know, I say it, I make it sound easy. I know it's not, believe me. But I would say brace yourself for big change in February and ground and center into that watery energy as much as you possibly can, because the universe is trying to bring amazing things to you. And I almost signed off, but I promised a quick rune. So I'm going to pull a quick rune and we'll see what we got. And this is Soul. You got the sun, y'all. You got the sun. The sun is, if you pull the sun in a tarot deck, that's like the best card you can get. It means all your dreams coming true. It means the sun is going to be shining on you. So don't worry. I know, easier said than done, right? Go with the flow. The reward is on the other side, I promise.